I guess this is Baltimore City Police Marine Unit. Again, called themselves trying to intimidate me. But there's no reason at all for them to be just parked out in front of my vessel. But this is the kind of intimidation and harassment that is continuing to go on in Baltimore City. And I'm sure it's happening around the world to other people in Africa, to Africans, to blacks all over the world. This kind of racial discrimination shouldn't be tolerated. But today, they're not satisfied with the fact that they took a fleet of my boats. You know, they're not satisfied that they just took somebody's home. Just took it. It's paid for. I own it. I control it. But they're going to use their authority and muscle to illegally confiscate, steal, and still not return vessels that I won in court. That they were not abandoned. We're still in court with the same sergeant, Sergeant Rupke. Corruption in that unit, up and down. The other detective that wants to intimidate and attempt to arrest me, who's running for mayor of Baltimore as a Republican. Come on. Come on. This is just crazy. Yeah. 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 I don't want to say his name right now, but the whole cast and crew is just unreal. When will Baltimore City mayor, the leadership in Baltimore, or the governors put their foot down? Governor Hogan, you put out a moratorium on evictions, on foreclosures, but you're going to allow it to happen right here on Baltimore's waterfront again? No, it's not going to happen with me again. I'm appealing to whoever to do something about it before Baltimore citizens take it fully in their own hands and make out their own justice. You should do something. These are your agencies. These are your waters, state of Maryland, Baltimore City, on Harris Creek. You're gonna evict me from Harris Creek? George Harris? No, you're not. No, you're not. So again, stop the harassment, the intimidation. It's not gonna work. I don't care how many yachts, boats, ships, dinghies, sailboats, whatever it is you think you're taking from me. You think you're shutting down my business. Unfortunately, all you did was shut down all businesses. Yeah. The only black business on Thames Street, on George Street, at Harris Creek, in historic Fells Point, which is just another stolen name. It's Harris Creek. That's how y'all get your funding. You're not evicting me. For what? What have I done wrong? Nothing. Who do I owe? Nobody. You've been paid. You made an agreement. You accepted that offer in the contract. Deal. Done. What's the problem? This right here? This right here? Okay. Okay. No. You're not racially profiling me. You're not discriminating against me willingly. It's not going to happen. So call your dogs off. Call them off. I'm not making threats. I ain't got to. I'm just saying they got enough problems in their agency alone. Commissioner Harris, do something with your dogs. Why doesn't anybody obey the law around here? You want me to obey the law, and I do, to the dot and to the letter, but you still have your dogs barking around, trying to intimidate me. It hasn't worked. It's not going to work. Do something before it's out of your hands. Then it's too late. It's too late. 2015 can be back here just like this. April 2015. Okay? It wasn't a riot, it was an uprising. And if you think I won't rise up, you got another thing coming. Sitting out here, I paid for my comfort, peace. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it. One way or another. So, call your dogs off, Commissioner Harris. Mayor used to be my councilman. Put your foot down. We just allow racial discrimination because I'm black in a majority black city where there is no black-owned waterfront. In an entire city of Baltimore, there's not one black-owned marina. Yeah, that's discrimination too. Somebody need to really look into it. It's coming. This pandemic we're going through, a lot of great lessons. One main lesson, if you don't own it, if you don't control it, not only will you not be able to pass it on to your children, but your children may have nothing to come home to. They may have nothing that they can ever call their own. We gotta wait on China to send masks, to send ventilators. Don't even get me on the thing about a vaccine. But you're gonna let Anchorage Marina make threats like this police department keep making threats. Every time you went to court, you've lost. But it doesn't even matter how many times I beat them in court. Baltimore City, Mayor Jack Young, what are you going to do about it? What is the leadership in Baltimore, lawmakers, going to do about it? What are the lawmakers in Maryland going to do about it? I come from greatness, so you're not fooling me with the foolery, okay? I got some other words for it, but it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And I'm going to continue to enjoy my beautiful day. But I want to just give y'all an idea of what's going on. This economic waterfront, it's not yours. It's not yours. It's called Harris Creek. Take it for what it's worth. Take it for what it's worth. Stop Anchorage Marina. Hashtag Stop Anchorage Marina. They're saying tomorrow they're coming to evict me, and I guess that's their move to intimidate me, that they're going to be coming to do an illegal eviction like they did back in September with several of my vessels. I wouldn't advise it this time. I wouldn't advise it. I'm not going anywhere. Because you think throwing me out into the streets so that I could either get sick and die, and I'm not taking this as a light. This is a death threat. It's a death threat. but you gotta bring something to get something. I'm telling you. You can bring it if you want to. I would just advise that the law and the ordinances of the city of Baltimore that many of you lawmakers swore to uphold on behalf of the citizens of Baltimore are adhered to and followed. I don't owe you nothing, so stop the fuckery, the foolery that I owe you something. I don't owe you nothing. You're paid up. What I got is already paid for, and you're still holding it hostage, even though we won it in court. So you're just playing that game. Somebody else beyond myself needs to do something about it. And I'm asking Governor Hogan, it's your moratorium, your mandate. It came down from the president. It's a state, national emergency. We know it's a global pandemic. It's affecting people all over the world, not just us here in Baltimore, but it seems like us, we, America, whites, catch a cold, we get pneumonia. And as it relates to COVID-19, we just get dead. So it's not going to be me. I'm sure it's already been people who I don't even know, could be even family members. I feel for my brothers and sisters over in Africa that have to choose between staying home or starving. Their babies starving. I told you this in the hearing in City Hall. You cannot leave people with no alternative, no viable alternatives, and telling people that you can't eat. What do you expect they're going to do? They're going to do whatever is necessary to survive. My condolences to all of those who have passed and those who are passing as we speak. No one wants to sit and watch that happen to their family member, their son, their daughter, or extended family members abroad, in Africa especially. Broke my heart to see people starving, having to fight for their lives just to get a bite to eat, to make it to the next day. Whoever, whether that's China or anybody else that's discriminating just because you're black, just because of the color of your skin, need to be dealt with. And if it's happening here on the waterfront, and it is, every time we've gone to court, it's coming. I'm not going anywhere. You're not Malcolm X and nobody here. You're not Martin Luther King and me, and none of that. I'm going to be right here to deal with it to the end. So don't think it's going to go away. No. We're going to deal with this. Yeah. You see, your boy is still out there. Still out there. For what? Not intimidating me at all. No, not at all. So, again, I wish I could have shot this live, but I'm just going to send it out because it's taking place now live. Exact time is 5/6, April 20th, 2020. So, you know who's out there. What is he just sitting there for? Is there an emergency going on? There's a problem happening here in the waterfront right now. The fact that I'm outside, I'm on my deck enjoying it. I remember listening to this guy who was CEO of Greater Black Chamber of Commerce, who was talking about one of his family members who was a military soldier, and he asked him the question, how could you love a country so much that treats you so bad? just because you're black, just because there's greatness in you. Yeah, there's greatness in each and every one of you. What's great in me is even greater in you if you desire it. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them rob you. And you must have been robbed. Okay, because we were the first here and we're the originators, the mothers and fathers of civilization, and we are. And we're at the bottom of the totem pole on every metric. We must have been robbed. So without a shadow of a doubt, Harris Creek, I'm here to return that which was stolen. Make no mistake about it. Yes, so goes Baltimore, so goes the world. Right here in these historic waterfronts where the war was won is will to be won again. But we won't have to fire a shot. So don't get it twisted. We got to, or we will. We've come a long ways, and we've got so much further to go. But justice is being meeked out, unfortunately, in our day and time of the COVID-19 era, to balance some things out. It's the greatest and single greatest opportunity for Black America to get your house in order. This universe, whatever God you believe in, Allah, Jehovah, whatever you call them, you're not going to get over. Blesses the child that has his own. Majority Black city, where you've got Little Italy, Greektown, Jewtown, Little Havana. In a majority Black city, we still don't have a Black town, a Black Wall Street district, a Little Africa, something that we can call our own on land or on the majority of the waterfront, which is 3/4 more water than there is land. So everything I've ever done on land, in terms of my enterprises, I can do on the water, and I am going to do it on the water, and I am doing it in these waters, which are my own. Harris Creek, aka Fells Point, Canton, Inner Harbor, the real name and the real battle. It wasn't the War of 1812. It's always been the battle for Harris Creek. Look it up. 1638. The edict is still on the book in Maryland. Doctrine of Exclusion, 1638. We're not all deaf, dumb, and blind. This is not about an eviction of one of my vessels. But I own it. I control it. And you're not going to dictate what I do with it, when I do with it, where I do with it at. I'm not just your renter. I own 2, 3, and sometimes more than that. So play these games if you want to. It's not going to work. You didn't just shut me down. Globally, it's all shut down. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? The price that innocent people are paying, the price that they're having to pay. Keep your foot on my neck. You got to keep your foot there. Who's the slave? I ain't your slave. Aren't you tired? Just think about it. Aren't you tired? No more talk. Come from my brother Willie D. Bye for now.